So spoiler alert, I'm gonna get into how this film's ending doesn't make up or like leave an effective message for all the toxicness we just witnessed. So like I said, she's in a love triangle with two horrific toxic men. And when Alistair finds out from her daughter, by the way, who her daughter like literally tells on the mom, which she won an Oscar for that, cool, but I couldn't stand that character. His immediate reaction is to cut her fingers off with the axe. That was really, really hard to watch. It was horrific. It was literally a horror movie. It took me out. Like, it made all that beauty, poeticism just really uncomfortable, and it was really effective. So after that, you expect her to, you know, hate both these men, leave them, whatever. Like, you don't think there's gonna be an endgame with any of them, right? But she ends up running away with George, or she's practically kicked off because she cheated. And they're on a boat, they have the piano with them, they're setting sail. As they're sailing away, she attaches the rope that the piano is tied on the boat with to her leg. And when they throw the piano offshore, because she doesn't want that piano anymore, it's like associated with so many horrible memories at this point, she also falls off the boat. So you'd think she's gonna sink for good because the piano is really heavy, right? And I was like, wow, this is so poetic. Like, these two terrible men sealed her fate, tainted her voice, like her only voice as a disabled woman in the Victorian times. And I was ready to cry. I was like, wow, I did not expect that. This is where Jane Campion's Taurus sensibilities and softness and romanticism got in her way. And she's even admitted to regretting this decision because she's pulled out by George and the crew. And then there's a flash forward to her living with George, la-di-da, happy ending. They're in love. And George has made her prosthetic fingers. So I'm a sucker for romance, as I've mentioned many times, and in a different movie I would have loved this ending. But we just saw this man take advantage of her for like 2 hours. And then we saw this other man chop her finger, so I just detest all the men at this point. So Jane, why did you give them a Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet kind of ending? Like, it made no sense.